5/11/2021. Like, honestly, I will admit by far the scariest, like, okay, I have a top 3 scariest things, and like, for sure, number 1 for me is like being followed by a police officer because of the fact that I am pigmentation disadvantage, I think is the technical term, or the PC term. I'm not quite sure. I don't really care. I'm just here to make jokes. Besides the point, like, I am pigmentationally disadvantaged, and if I was a female, I would be sexually disadvantaged. Actually, possibly sexually advantaged, because I feel like I'd be an attractive female. Like, I'm an attractive male, so it's like, I think I may have been sexually advantaged if I was a female, but regardless of the point, actually it'd be a 50-50 depending on the situation. But back to the story I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to get myself on track. But like, number 1 would definitely be being followed by a police officer, but it's more or less in a car than on foot, because I feel like on foot, what you gonna catch me on? Like, I feel like walking, I can't really do anything too wrong aside from like possibly jaywalking, and I know not to cross Jay. Like, don't piss him off. Like, easy as fuck. Don't piss Jay. No jaywalking. I know what jaywalking is, I think. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure I've never done it. But like, that's literally the worst thing I do on foot, I feel like, aside from, possibly just smoking too much weed in a non-weed location, or possibly being gay in public. Like, I don't know why they would hate for me to be happy, but like, I guess I can't be gay in public and then do homosexual actions outside. Like, that's also very frowned upon in certain sections in this world. So it's like, I don't know, it's sometimes it's just hard to live, and sometimes it's just in here. So I figure if I'm in a car, there's just so many infractions they could get me on. It's just like, for a police officer, ooh, shit, I'm gonna get this nigga on. Oh shit, drive him while black, but no, I ain't gonna say that. We're gonna say his taillights out, we're gonna say his license is expired, we're gonna bust out his taillight, then say his taillights out. We're gonna say he was disorderly because I don't like how he's speaking. I don't like how aggressive. He was giving me Tony. He was definitely giving me Tony. There's disrespect there. Definitely. I can't understand a word. He sounds like he's slurring his. There's an open container. I'm not quite sure it's alcohol, but it's probably alcohol. It's probably Hennessy, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably Hennessy. Or you know what? I just don't like how he looks. He just looks suspicious. Like, I remembered we had a board meeting and a description of somebody, and he really does fit the description. Like, he really looks just like him. It's just so many different things to be caught in. So many things to get caught on in the car. Like, it just smells them. Yeah, it smells funny in here, doesn't it? It's just like so many things I feel like in a car, or just like transportation wise compared to foot traffic wise. It's just like, oh my gosh. And then the second scariest thing, I guess, would be like a female that's like very skilled and fucking shit up, because like, police can get you for whatever the fuck they want to if they are drunk enough and racist enough, or just fucking so brutal assholes instead of being good, kind human beings. They can get you on anything. But a fucking crazy woman, like, she may lose interest, or there is possibly, depending on what your pigmentation is, where your location is, you could possibly have her thrown in jail. But having a police officer thrown in jail, you all know how hard that'd be. So it's like, that's why she's number 2, whatever she is, the very crazy entity, the demon. Shit! She was fun to begin with, but I don't know what happened to this chick. Like, I'm second scared of them because, like, I like making women mad. I'm sorry. I like firecrackers. I like a girl that will stand her ground, because I'm a very energetic, stand my ground, I will speak my mind type of person. So I don't want somebody that's going to get easily butthurt or offended over things I say. I will tell you honestly, and if you're not ready for my honesty, well, shit! I guess we shouldn't talk, because I ain't going to lie to you. I'm just not going to talk to you. If you do. I was taught, but I don't always listen to my teachings, but I was taught if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything else. So sometimes I feel like it's best to say nothing. But in society's view, if you don't say nothing and you're never going anywhere and you're just not that sociable, you're considered a stereotypical psychopath or a psycho killer. And it's just like, but I don't want to be stereotyped as a psycho killer, because then what if I want to be a psycho killer? Like, obviously they're going to look at me first. I don't ever do anything. I don't know nobody. I go out in public. I just be quiet. Wait, where is it? Shit. I know I got it. I know I have it with me somewhere. But no, I just be going out in public. I'll just be doing this shit like. I don't want to be bothered. And obviously, they're going to look at the weird person first, but like, how weird? Is it weird energetic or weird antisocial? Because everybody loves the weird energetic, well, not everybody loves the weird energetic guy, but like, they less likely look at the weird energetic guy, because like, it's not like we don't know what you're doing. You're always telling us what you're doing. Like, there is no tricks with you. There's no sleeves with you, mother flipper. You like a guy that's at Daytona Beach just flexing with your tank top. There is no sleeves with you. We know what the flip is on with you. And there's the antisocial guy who's just like, I ain't seen this motherfucker leave his apartment in 6 weeks. Is he even alive? Does he play video games? I don't know, his neighbor done died, and then he didn't even show up to the funeral. Like, they've been neighbors for 10 years. You be looking suspicious. And because of the fact that we are just so brainwashed because of the movies and TV shows, we've thought of that as a stereotype. Like, anybody can be a killer. It don't matter what they look like. It don't matter how old they are. Anybody can be trash. You ever see trash? Trash is anything. So, just like trash is anything, I believe good could be anything. It's just your mindset, their mindset, it's the upbringing, it's just overall them as a character. Do they want to change, or do they say they want to change? If you want to change, you will change. If you say you want to change, well, you'll just continue to say you want to change. You'll just change if you want to change. But like, pissing off women is just always excited me, because like I said, I'm a very bold person, so I need a bold person to be next to me. And if she's not bold, well, shit, she ain't gonna be next to me. Number 3, kids. Like, I love kids, but oh my gosh. They brutal. They honest as fuck. So, like, if a kid tells you shit, you know they ain't lying. So they scare me. Because, like, if a kid says I'm nice, clearly I'm nice. If a kid says I'm mean, I'm like, whoa. How am I mean? And sometimes it's a logical reason. And it's just like, taking aside from logic and then taking aside seniority, because some people are like, I'm older than you, so clearly I'm smarter than you, so clearly whatever you say is invalidated because of my seniority. No, they are exactly what you are right now, but what you used to be. Get what I mean? They are the past that are going to become the future. Like, you used to be the past that is now the present, but is at one point was the future. What I'm saying is, why the flip are you fucking up the future? So when a child actually makes a logical point, argue with them, but in their tone, in their language, I guess. Like, don't be using big old adult words unless you're going to be defining them after you use them. Like, if you talk to a child like you would talk to a little adult, talk to a child like you would have wanted to have been talked to as a child when you were a child. Like, if you were talked to, because honestly, I was at adult conversations at the freaking age of 12, 13, 15. I was there very young, so for me to understand it was easy. But like, that's because adults actually looked at me and talked to me as an adult or a child, and because they talked to me as an adult. But at the same time, when I was around other kids my age, I just didn't feel like I quite felt it. And I didn't feel like I fit in, to be honest. Like, I always felt like I belonged to the older crowd. And I don't know why, because most of my siblings were nonverbal. So it's like, it's weird. I've always just felt like an old soul. So like, kids terrify the flip out of me because they're like honest as hell. And it's just understanding, is the honesty meant in brutality or good criticism? And like, literally, guys and gals, learn your kids. They are going to be the future. And to understand your kids and to raise your kids to be good is how you are going to make a better future. But at the same time, I can understand that. They're bad eggs. There are just bad eggs. Like, you could try to love, care, nurture the fuck out this child. And next thing I'm like, stabbing you! And it's like, damn. can we say I was a mental anomaly? Like, there was no, like, we did everything right. Like, look at the books, look at these videos. Look, we loved them, we cared for them, we talked to them, we let them express their feelings, we let them express their emotions, we supported them financially, we even allowed them to have independency, we gave them choices, we allowed them to live their life, and they still chose violence and mass murder and genocide. I don't know what the flip went wrong with this one. Like, there are scenarios like that, and there's just like, yeah, we just beat the living shit out of our child, neglected them, and I don't know what the fuck went wrong with him. Beat the child, neglected the child? I don't know either! You fucking abused the motherfucker and forgot the motherfucker. If you weren't hitting the motherfucker, how the fuck would you feel if somebody was hitting you, and the only time they remembered you was every time they wanted to hit you? It's like, what the... I would be pissed off too. I would be angry at the world too, especially if not only that, it starts off there, and because that's their way of thinking, that's how affection goes, they continue to go for that, and it just keeps pissing them off because they think that's love. That's not love. Or when they actually get somebody to treat them well, they're just like, the fuck is this? I ain't never been touched like this before. Why are you being so gentle? Why are you being so nice? It's just so hard for them to grasp the true meaning of love and care because they were never loved and cared before. Like, shit, motherfuckers, be good in manuals for the future. It starts with mom and dad, and it branches off from there. If you're gonna have kids, you have to be a good example for them, or the future's already fucked up. And if you're not going to be a good example for them, if you're not going to allow them to have good examples around them, if you're not going to shelter them from the bad shit, then don't be questioning why the fuck is the world so bad. You're helping feed into it if you're not helping change it. If you're going to help produce a kid, help at least take care of it, help at least teach it, and help at least mold it. It's not always your fault, but you take a good percentage of it. And the fourth thing that scares me, I guess myself. Like, I just have so many flippant thoughts. Like, I feel like in a perfect world, if we didn't have to do anything, I could think myself into death, or I could think myself into torture, because it's just like, so many thoughts in here. It's insane. Like, you can literally ask me what I'm thinking, and I'll forget it because I'm already onto a new thought, and I'll forget that thought, and onto the next one. It's like, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, I feel like when I start thinking, I'm walking down the stairs, and eventually I fall down the stairs. It's just an endless falling down of stairs. I never really hit that but I never really hit that landing, and it's just like, okay, I guess I do hit the landing, or it's just like a disconnection in the train. It's like, oh, he does lose his train of thought, but I regain a different one. It's like, I don't know who the fuck is fucking engineering this caboose. No. I think it was engineering it. I don't know what the leader of an engine train is called anymore. I used to at one point, but like, the fact that there's just so much power in your thoughts, there's just so much power inside of yourself, is just being able to stay positive and motivated is a crippling thought within itself, because like, you could always think positive, and you could always try to be positive, but it doesn't mean positive things are going to be around you. But it's just like, what is positivity? It's the way that you look at the situation that you're necessarily in. Because, like, let's say I'm driving somewhere and I get a flat tire. Technically speaking, I guess it's considered a bad situation, but at the same time, it's like, I got a flat tire, I was able to stop, I was able to pull over, at least. That's all good. I could have had a flat tire, got rear-ended, got whiplash, got sent to the hospital. Holy shit, that's a bunch of bads, because that's money. On top of the fact that I just got a flat tire, I have a spare donut, I could do all that shit by myself. Yeah, it does take time convenience away from me, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm spending a shit ton less money, I'm spending a shit ton less time. It's not like my car is totaled, it's not like I have to do anything extra more. Like, I have to do 2 extra steps compared to 15 to 20 extra things, so really, what is bad? Like, I can understand there's not a way that you could think of a bad thing. There's not necessarily an easy way to always think of the bright side in everything, but at the same time, it's just, where's your mind at, and how do you take things? Like, for me, for sure, my biggest coping mechanism is telling jokes, because why not? It happened. I can't change that. I can apologize for it, they can apologize for it, but who really means what they say and who really do what they mean? Because some people will apologize and continue to do the things that they do. Some people will apologize and truly mean it and never do it again. So it's really just hoping to never get stuck in the same situation that made you feel as bad as you did in that last situation that made you feel so horrible. It's understand that everybody's different. Not everybody, even though they may fit the description of the last person, is that last person. But at the same time, it's understanding and still seeing the red flags. Oh, that last person had that, this person has that. But at the same time, they're not the same person. But I still might want to keep a close eye on this person, because you are not the same, but you do show the same signs, so you may be the same in personality style. And I would hate that to be the case, but I still have to pay attention to you just in case. I don't want to be damaged like that again. It's just very hard to understand. Restarting with every person. They're not the same person that hurt you before, but they may do the same shit. See, that's annoying! I don't know how the fuck to deal with that sometimes. And sometimes I just be rambling off in my bedroom, just like having these thoughts of just crippling freaking thoughts. Like, it could matter what I do, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. Like, think of it like this. Fudge, dude. I did have control of that thought. I'm trying to figure out how to word this without seeming very stupid and ignorant about it. So I'm just like thinking of the fact, like, in 100 years, will we still remember who Hitler is? In 200 years, and 300 years, and 400 years, when will shit be forgotten to the point where it's like, it doesn't matter? Like, it matters to the point where it was impactful, we should remember, and we should change for it, but did we? I question that. Because a lot of the things that we have learned and we were taught, I question, did we advance to as far as we said we would have in the movements that pushed it to happen? Or did we just settle for a little bit of a nudge? Be like, you said you wanted it completely gone, but we're just going to section it off. For the fact that I know that a lot of the things that was going on 50, 60 years ago is still going on today. So I question, 50, 60 years from now, will it still be going on? Or would they eventually say, fuck it, I quit, I don't want to deal with this. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to mean it. I'm not going to give a fuck about what team you like. I'm not going to give about what your eye color is. I'm not going to give, if you want a man, if you want a woman, if you want to... Yes, I am going to give a fuck if you want to fuck a kid. I'm going to give a fuck if you want to rape people. But I don't give a fuck if you want to fuck the same gender. If you want to fuck a different gender. If you want to fuck somebody that's mixed. I don't give a fuck as long as they are of age, of your age. And if they are consenting, I do not give a fuck as long as you are a nice and peaceful person. That is all that I want. And that is all that that is all that I want, because it is easily attainable. It's just getting other people to see it. If I don't need you, doesn't necessarily mean I have to be rude to you. I could just seemingly be nice to you, but at the same time not mean anything to you. I can just freely walk by you without saying fuck you. I don't have to look at you and automatically hate you. And if I choose to automatically hate you when I look at you, then why can't I choose to like you? If I choose to hate you even though you've not done a damn thing to me, then why can't I choose to like you even though you've not done a damn thing to me? You've given me no reason to hate you. I don't know anything about you. I am just walking past you. Why the fuck would I say, fuck you? I don't understand people like that. There's no reason to be rude if there's no reason to be rude. I'm a person that doesn't provoke. I am provoked and I will go back to retaliate, but not always. Sometimes I just let it simmer down like, ooh. Why are you directing this hate towards me? You don't know me. Well, if you do, then sometimes like, ooh, did I really do something to offend and hurt you? This world's a weird place. This world. I guess it's my top 5 at this point. Like, there's just so many if, ands, ors, and buts, and it's just like, so many things, and I could go on and on and on. It's already 19 minutes as I speak right the flip now, and I could probably go for half an hour. but I'm gonna try not to go too deep into it. But like, this world, it offers a lot, but it also takes a lot. It's what you're willing to give, but willing to get. It's a double-ended sword, essentially. Everything comes back to you. So literally, if you're going to be positive, positive will come back. If you're going to be negative, negative will come back. If you're going to be neutral, neutral will come back. And if you're going to switch back and forth, that's exactly how it's going to be. So realize that your actions will always come back to you. You just won't always realize the ramification of it. Just like the small kind gesture you may assume, but to somebody else that might mean the world to them. Like, I've noticed just sitting with somebody and talking from doing my caring jobs. I don't mean like when I did personal care. I just mean when I was younger and just doing shit randomly, helping people. I just saw the glow in them, the happiness. It was just like, thank you, thank you. This was very helpful for me. Thank you, thank you. I really needed this. And it's just like, that is the genuine, pure happiness energy. That's the kids seeing mommy and daddy every fucking day. That's kids seeing their favorite person. That's just kid joy, because kids are the honest, like the drunks are. Yeah, I want to say it's the kids and the drunks that speak the truthful words. Like, truthful words with also the rageful mouth too, but like the rage holds in a lot of things, and sometimes they spew lies too. But the kids for sure won't tell you a lie unless they're taught to lie, unless they're told to lie. So let the kid speak its mind unfiltered, without mommy and daddy's corruption or anybody around them, and you'll figure out, if you can decipher their mind, what they're saying is not a lie, it's the truth. It's just understanding what they say and what it means. Listen and understand your kids. Listen and understand kids. This world's a weird place. It's a scary place. But it could be a better place. It's just understanding it. And standing up for people, with people, and protecting people when they need help. And then people being willing to able to accept help and also pass on help. Because sometimes you can't help. You can't help someone that doesn't want to help. Take it from somebody that used to be a people pleaser and that used to try to help lots of people, but they were saying, I need help, but they were also the ones hurting themselves. Literally. He's a bad guy, you would tell me continuously, but run back to him like, I love him. But why are you the one telling me he's bad for you, but you keep going back for him like a bad addiction? Like, that's your heroin, but you don't see it like that. I do, so I'm like, I can't help you. I can't throw you into rehab for having a dick addiction. You're addicted to the way he treats you, and maybe the way he screws you, but at the same time, I can't treat you. I try to, but every time I help you, you keep injuring yourself by going back to him. So what am I to do? I gotta continue moving on because I could hold on to you, but you'll be anchoring me down. I'm trying to float up. Sometimes you just gotta move on without the people. Some people are here to help you go up, and someone trying to hold you down. I'm trying to help her go up, but she's trying to hold me down, and that's not going to work for me. This world be crazy. You don't get to choose who's related to you blood, but you do get to choose your family. That's for sure something I learned. And also I learned, what is blood if you still hate them like they are your enemies? Like, you see fire, when you look at them, you don't have you do have good memories, but you still have great battles with them like they are the enemy. And sometimes I question what is family, because some families do worse things than enemies would have ever done. And it's just like, shit. To compare the shit, I'm just like, oh, what? That is your sis, that is your bro, that is your cousin, and you treat them like they some person off the street, like you ain't never seen them before. And I'm just like, humans be cold sometimes. Some of us have a really, 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 really demented mind. But I guess that's my top 5. Police officers, women, kids, my mind, in this world. I didn't even know I was going to get to 5 when I started this video. I just thought I was going to stop at like 3 or 2. Honestly, I really, I really only thought of 1. And as this progressed, I got to 5. And that's how my mind works. It's crazy being me sometimes. But adios amigos, thanks for watching it.